Before I transitioned, I wasn't the least bit effeminate, but I was very gray in a way that's hard to describe. I think it was dissociation. I've noticed that most of the chaser types who are interested in trans women specifically have that same quality, and it's a little weird. And it sort of went away when I went on hormones. I'm a very different person now. But I think about this when I read this monologue from A Streetcar Named Desire, because it's sort of like I was one of the characters before and the other now. I loved someone too, and the person I loved, I lost. He was a boy, just a boy, when I was a very young girl. When I was 16, I made the discovery, love. All at once and much, much too completely. It was like you suddenly turn a blinding light on something that had always been half in a shadow. That's how it struck the world to me. But I was unlucky, deluded. There was something different about the boy, a nervousness, a softness, a tenderness, which wasn't like a man's, although he wasn't the least bit effeminate looking. Still, that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. I didn't find out anything until after our marriage, when we'd run away and come back, and all I knew was that I'd failed him in some mysterious way, and wasn't able to give the help he needed, but he couldn't speak up. He was in the quicksands and clutching at me, but I wasn't holding him out. I was slipping in with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything except I loved him unendurably, but without being able to help him or help myself. Then I found out, in the worst of all possible ways, by coming suddenly into a room that I thought was empty, which wasn't empty, but had two people in it, the boy I had married and an older man who had been his friend for years. Afterwards, we pretended that nothing had been discovered. Yes, the three of us drove out to Moon Lake Casino, very drunk and laughing all the way. We danced the Vesuvian. Suddenly, in the middle of the dance, the boy I had married broke away from me and ran out of the casino. A few minutes later, a shot. I ran out, all did. All ran and gathered around the terrible thing at the edge of the lake. I couldn't get near for the crowding. Then someone caught my arm. Don't go any closer. Come back. You don't want to see. See? See what? Then I heard voices say, Alan, the gray boy.